school, Jason?
It was awesome.
I was a little embarrassed. I was like, wake up.
There's a place I have found in the shade on the ground, far from all worries and troubling sound. When I go there to be by myself, only me, no one can guess what I came there to see.
Welcome back to Beauty in the Yard, guys. Today is going to be a fun day. It's a day that I've been excited for because with the development of our garden area, I have wanted bees. I've wanted bees for years. You know.
She's always wanted bees.
I just want bees. I'm going to be the queen of all my bees. We found kind of this program. It's the fall, and I guess that's when people really start learning about bees and getting ready for bees that will probably arrive like in the late winter, springtime, I think. I don't really know, but we're going to head up to bee school or the start of bee school or whatever this bee class is. We're going to take you with us so that we can give you insight, and as we learn, you will learn. And if you're already an amazing beekeeper, well, let us know in the notes and give us great details and tips. What have you been doing this morning so far?
Oh, just a little bit of house cleaning, a little bit of fall cleaning.
Our garage has been a mess. I've made reference to it a few times in these videos, and I've never been able to park my car in the garage since we got it in March.
Well, since we had a lot of projects last year, we built the pool and the tennis court, and we tore down all of our storage spaces, our big barn. We've had no place. We haven't had time to build a replacement yet. So everything we've had has been in the garage. We haven't had room to store. So today I'm just throwing away 90% of everything, and I'll buy new later after I build my new barn.
The new barn, future project.
Future project.
Anyways, we're going to go to bee school, then we're going to come back and we're going to organize and map out how we want to do the garden after we get insight, and we'll share all that with you guys today. Here we go. I'm super excited. Not only did we find our bee club, but we also found how we can take classes, and Sandy in there is a beehive like consultant. She's doing her master's down at UC Davis in beekeeping, so thank goodness we can hire her to ensure that we do the best we can in our first year with beekeeping. All right, we just got back from beekeeping and the boys are now doing their motorcycles. What's going on, Stuart?
So we're cleaning our motorcycles because they've been really dirty and they've been in there, so all the dirt's crusty in, so we gotta get all the dirt off. We're using all these brushes, and if I come over here, there's this is the only type of brush that I'm using right now. And we're using our skateboards to roll around a little bit.
Oh.
And then we're using toothbrushes to get in the small areas that we can't get in.
And then you'll brush your teeth later?
No, we don't use these anymore.
So now after some bee school, which wasn't actually bee school, there's still like a bee class that's like a two-parter that we'll go to in the new year, but it was like an introduction to the group and kind of what they offer and how it can all work. So now we have our contact for buying everything, so that's great. And now we are headed over to the garden to map it out and just, I don't know, figure out what we're gonna do. Well, I don't know, we can like look at it together. That gate is completely crazy. This gate doesn't make any sense. Yeah, maybe we can just get a new one.
You've got an open template here, lots of land. What do you want to do with it?
So my idea was once we come in from the gate here, we would do rows of like vegetable gardens. This would be where we would have vegetable garden rows, and I was thinking they would be like, we want to do a no-till method, but this first one we're going to have to set it up with like creating these beds. But they're not going to be raised beds per se, but kind of, because they're not going to have borders on them, but they're going to be mounded up. And so we have to figure out how wide we want that mound, and then how much space we want in between where the next mound is going to be. And I don't know if those are called like hills and troughs or whatever we're going to refer to them as, but the trough up part is going to be like a flat tabletop. So we need to decide, like, is that 2 feet wide on top or 3 feet wide? And then is it 3 feet wide in between the rows so that we can work them? So I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking 3 feet. As we map it out and lay it out, we'll get a better idea of, like, is it going to be 3 feet? What do you think?
I guess the question is, we can decide on the width, but what kind of paths do you want? Do we want to be able to walk along the fence? Are we going to grow against the fence?
No.
Or do we want to drive a tractor ever through it, or we don't want to deal with that?
No, I think, okay, so looking back at the gate, so as you come in, maybe the first row starts like, I don't know, 20 feet off of the fence, just so that, or the gate, just so that we have entry for bringing in like the golf cart or a gator or your coyote. And then so we have like this pad right here that also caters to the fence here. And then, so it kind of like comes this way, this whole area. And then the path to get back to the orchard would run along this fence. So then we're coming down. So this has got to be wide enough for whatever the utility tractors are. And then we have these rows running like this.
All the way to the fence?
No, we'll have like a break next to the fence, because we're going to have all of our water all along this fence with multiple hose bibs and all the drip irrigation coming off of it into the thing. So we're going to want to be able to have like a, I don't know what we think, like a 3-foot space on this side. Plus, what I've experienced before is when we've grown on this, everything just dies against this because animals are able to eat off of it. And I just don't want to bring animals in here. Plus, I'd like to plant on the outside of this to make our chain link fence look better and less jail-like. Okay, and then back here, beyond however many vegetable rows we do, then I want to have a trellised situation for cut flowers like dahlias. And then we're going to do not blackberries. Those grow everywhere here. We can't get rid of them. We're going to do raspberries, red raspberries, golden, like yellow raspberries, a strawberry bed, and a blueberry bed. So we're going to have 4 raised berry beds that Jason's going to build, and they're going to have like a trellis system on them, right?
Perfect.
And I guess we just have to figure out the best way to lay them out back here and how big to make them. And then moving this way, that road, you know, for coming in to getting access back here, is going to come in like here, you know, right? Coming down this way towards me. And then maybe we have just like a cool like fountain or some kind of like feature out here. Maybe we're growing like something on a trellis or something. And like it should be a way for you to turn around, right? We need some kind of like turnaround space. And then this whole area is going to be the orchard behind me. So I went to our nursery and the guy there said we could do like 40 fruit trees in this space. I don't think we need 40 fruit trees, but it is kind of fun that we can do so many varieties. So anyways, we're going to map it all out and we'll show you what we come up with. So we decided to start with laying out the berry beds because we weren't sure how many rows or what the spacing was going to be. And so we've decided so far that we're coming 8 feet in off of this fence and we're doing, I think, berry beds that are 3 feet by 25 feet. And we're going to do 4 of them, so we're going to lay all those out.
I can't believe someone like me is here with somebody like you. There's something about you and I know why. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's in your smile and in your feet. It's high and low and in between. And I am glad to let you know, but only if you give me a kiss. Yeah, it's no secret at all. It's so obvious to all of us. Yeah, you're perfect. From the way you laugh to the way you behave when you're mad, so perfect. When I see you dance,
right, we're almost done setting up. We're gonna go mark the bees. And the chickens will go here. We'll put some kind of thing in here for the chickens. And then we'll just do like wildflowers in here for our bees. So we'll have like this chicken bee habitat. And we're gonna put the bees here at the farthest corner of this interior fence inside our fence garden because it's gonna be the sunniest spot. And so the bees will be warm in the winter. And we're gonna start with multiple beehives. So I think we're gonna do 3 nukes to start. So we're just gonna, I don't know. Box 1, 2, I don't know, some concept like that. When we get them, we'll see, but we're gonna also raise them up, so we'll have to build a platform for them. All right, let's show you what we've done. So you just saw where the bees are going and the chickens. Basically decided, at least for right now, we're gonna do a 3x3 trough burrow thing. So it's gonna be 3 feet of plant trough lift height thing, and then 3 feet in between, and then 3 feet, 3 feet. And we're going to enter onto a strawberry bed. So we're gonna do the strawberry bed raised because we really have to control soil, and strawberries are perennials, so they'll come back, and we just wanna make sure we have them nice. And because when strawberries come on, they come fast, you need to pick them every day. I wanted it to be at the front. So whenever we come in, we're reminded, oh, strawberry. And they're low, so because the sun rises here and comes this way, they're not gonna block anything behind them. And then we're gonna have to decide on what fruits and vegetables we're doing in here. So then around here is where we stop the beds. And how many raised did we, or not raised, but furrows did we have?
7.
We have 7 furrows.
So who's gonna build all this?
I'm going to mastermind this, and Jason's going to get it all planted. I want to grow a ton of things just for decorating around the house. So tons of pumpkins, tons of gourds, like for art projects, tons of stalks. Howdy, neighbor. This is what I'm most excited about because this is the gift that we'll continue giving every year. So we did these large raised berry beds. So I'm not sure which will be which, but we'll do a blueberry, and we will do a golden raspberry, and then we will do a red raspberry. And these are gonna be my pride and joy because I love berries, and so do my boys, and I wanna be that grandma where the kids come over.
Grandma?
I'm excited about being a grandma. I want to be a mom first.
Your kids are like 10 years old.
I think in my mind, because projects take forever, I think, well, when these are luscious and beautiful, I'll be a grandma. So we have this long path in, and we did it 10 feet wide. This is what it looks like. So it's a path that basically runs our entire garden. Okay, so you come in, and then Jason or I, because I'm a tractor driver now, if you didn't know, you can drive all the way in and unload stuff into the beds. And then over here is our orchard. So we just marked out our flags for where our trees are gonna go. We can do a lot of trees here. How many did we mark?
24, I think. 24
fruit trees. And we could do a lot more than that. I mean, if you stay on top of pruning your fruit trees, you can do them 6 feet apart. We're probably not going to be that good of pruners, so we did them 8 to 10 feet apart. Basically, we stacked them 8 feet deep and 10 feet wide. And then at the end of this path, we are going to do one of those huge bean trellises. You know, those like teepee ones? I think it'll just be so pretty coming down this path and heading towards our teepee. And so I did this circle in spray paint, and it's going to be a massive teepee of beans. So that is what we have planned for this garden. I'm excited. It's going to grow with us. I know we're going to change a lot, but this is a huge project just in itself, and I'm excited about it.